20 years old, sophomore at John Carroll University, came home for a Thanksgiving break one weekend and was just rambling about God worked for him, taking over the world for the better. It was just something his mom and I had never seen before. We thought he had maybe gone off to school and experimented with drugs, took him to a local hospital to be drug screened. His initial diagnosis was schizophrenia. Shortly after, they added the diagnosis of bipolar disorder. We were, like most people, very ignorant to to mental illness, treatment, all of those good things. So from late 2007, literally up until the day he passed, we kind of floundered trying to understand treatment, continuity of care, medication, all that stuff. I literally quit my job at Meyer in July of 2009 because he had reached a point where I thought he needed a full-time caregiver. Took him to treatment 4 days a week, made sure he took his medication and exercise, and tried to do all the things I thought were right to do. On June 27th of 2010, while he was helping his mom move, he quietly dismissed himself and went in the basement and took his own life. So that was very shocking, obviously, and ultimately led me to NAMI. And just for full disclosure, I experienced some suicidal ideation myself after losing Dominique. I didn't handle the grief and depression very well. I had planned my own suicide. Thank God, clearly I didn't go through with it. And so my wife said, she was just Googling, came across NAMI, and she said, well, maybe you can help yourself through helping others. So that's how I came to NAMI. What this has become was really unintentional. NAMI is a national organization, but the way we're designed, we were faced with the potential of closing the state office that I now run. If you close the state office, you have to close all the local affiliates as well. I recognize NAMI as such a resource. I said, well, I just absolutely can't let that happen. Then the more I learned about barriers and legislation and all those other things, that's when I just kind of got more engrossed in it, and it's turned into what it now is. I hate the way I got here, but I love the opportunity to help people and improve the quality of and save lives. We know stigma is the leading barrier, like Dominique faced, that prevents people from either seeking help or continuing to participate in treatment plan. But right after that, it is the lack of awareness of and access to high quality behavioral health care. We are totally unaware of what resources are available to us in our communities or how to access that. There are resources. Michigan spends $3 billion a year on public behavioral health care resources. So we do have a community mental health system that's the safety net that most people are simply unaware of, and that's a great place to start. Most of the calls that I receive personally and at NAMI is, who do I call? Where do I go? And those are the things we experience with Dominique. And if you call a NAMI, or if you call a Michigan Department of Health and Human Services or your insurance provider, they can direct you, they can explain to you what your coverages are if you have private insurance, or if you're Medicaid eligible, they can direct you to community mental health organizations. But we need to be better educated about what resources are available and how to access them.